After 9/11, I expected to see an increase in representations of Arabs and Muslims as terrorists. The historical trend that during times of war, the quote-unquote enemy is demonized. So for example, during World War II, the Japanese were demonized. That facilitated interning Japanese Americans. And during the Cold War, Russians were demonized. So I assumed that given 9/11 and the war on terror, that this trend would continue. But what I was surprised to find was that in addition, there were certainly many representations of Arabs and Muslims as terrorists, but in addition, there were many representations that were sympathetic. But I felt a little bit suspicious because Arabs and Muslims were being demonized. The war in Iraq, 100,000 Iraqis have been killed. Afghanistan, the USA Patriot Act, detaining and deporting Arabs and Muslims, Guantanamo Bay. So these policies dictated that we're still demonizing an entire group of people, but the representations were much different. So for example, a storyline that's focused on an Arab American who's been discriminated against after 9/11, viewers feel sympathy, feel it's wrong that this person has been victimized, but somehow the storyline concludes that it's terrible, it's remorseful, but because we're in a state of national security, it's necessary. So in terms of moving towards the future, what would really make a difference would be seeing Arab and Muslim characters who are not in a storyline that has anything to do with terrorism. And there have been a few examples more recently that I think inspire hope for the future. So one example would be the character Abed on the sitcom Community. Another example would be the sitcom Little Mosque on the Prairie that's coming out of Canada. I think that these programs are examples of Arab and Muslim characters who are everyday people, where the character is not limited to being good or bad in relationship to terrorism, but rather just being diverse human beings with diverse experiences.